Welcome from the National Foreign Language Center at the University of Maryland, where our mission is to help people understand each other and the world around them. My name is Thomas Sauer, and welcome to the final live stream the final live stream of our featured speaker at the NFLC Virtual Summit. We'll have additional live streams of panel discussions later on today. Over the past 3 days, we have heard a variety of themes repeated in the recorded presentations, the panel discussions, the incredible voices of learners in our student panels, and of course our featured speakers. From building community to getting to know our learners and creating engaging lessons that can work both online and offline. Those themes have been at the heart at one of the largest programs here at the National Foreign Language Center, StarTalk. The mission of StarTalk is to increase the number of U.S. citizens learning, speaking, and teaching critical need foreign languages through summer student and teacher professional development programs. It's for those reasons that we're extra excited to welcome our final featured speaker. Please help me welcome a Chinese teacher from California, another former ACTFL Teacher of the Year, but also a member of our StarTalk family, Ying Jin. Welcome, Ying.
Hi, Thomas. It's such an honor to be here with you and with my StarTalk family and all my world language teacher friends. Okay, should I start? Okay, and hi everyone. It's such an amazing experience collaborating, meeting with 5,000 plus wonderful world language educators. And for those people who know me well, you know the letter C, how important the letter C is in my life. And we're all familiar with ACTFL's 5 C's, but today I want to share my 5 C's that paved my way. Okay, so here are my 5 C's. Commitment, courage, coaching, community, and celebration. And I just cannot tell you how much these 5 C's helped me. And make me the teacher I am today. So the first one, let's talk about commitment. I started teaching Chinese in my current school district, Fremont Union High School District, in the heart of the Silicon Valley, about 12 years ago. And I started by traveling between 2 schools, just like a lot of teachers. When you started a new job, you had to, deal with 2 school campuses. And not just that, I had to teach combo classes. And I remember I had 2 combo classes with 5 levels. One was Chinese 1 and 2 level combo. The other was Chinese 3, 4, and AP combo. So between those 2 classes, I had 5 preps. And also, I had to share classrooms with, my colleagues. And I remember at the beginning, my school even couldn't find 1 classroom for me to share with 1 teacher. I had to travel on school campus between 2 classrooms. And all of those, I know, make me feel really frustrated. But I also learned from my experience that teaching is not a 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock type of job where you can leave your work behind and pick it back up in the morning. It is a job that requires time and commitment 24/7. So starting your class on time is a commitment. Providing students timely feedback is a commitment. Making sure your classroom is a safe place for all your students to learn is a commitment. So I think I learned from my experience by, chatting with my colleagues, observing other teachers, talking with my mentors. I think I learned this. Effective educators need to be committed not only to your students, your schools, your communities, but more importantly, we need to be committed to the teaching profession as a whole, because commitment leads to action, and only action brings your dream closer. And courage is another thing I want to talk about. And I really want to bring my startup experience to the table. I started to be involved with startup program when I was a student teacher. So my master teacher then was the lead instructor. I just followed his, lead and assisting him and doing my part. In 2013, my master teacher retired. In 2013, I was asked by the Stanford Startup Student Program if I would like to be the lead instructor. And think about it, I was still pretty new, in this field. And I had to work with a new team with teachers from different schools. Startup is, as we all know, is a fast-paced program. And we decided to move the program to a new location with a new theme. And of course, we didn't have any curriculum ready to use. I was hesitated. But, I learned from my mentor, Duart Silva. He said, as teachers, we're always ready to instill confidence and courage in our students. We teachers also need to instill confidence and courage in ourselves. So I guess with that in mind, my team and my colleagues and I, we just took the challenge, and we actually ran a very successful program. When I reflected on it, I'm thinking that 2020 is a year with so many uncertainties, so many challenges. So I think the best weapon to face and address the challenges, the uncertainties, is courage. And let's move on. Courage. The third one, coaching. I just mentioned Duart. I think I have to mention him again. Because we started this new startup program in 2013, and I remember our theme was the Silk Road. Oh, I really love the theme, love the program. So we kept building it for a couple of years, and when we got the time when I feel that, oh my God, now we had such a rich program, we can use the curriculum, again and again. Duart came to me again. He said, it's time to change the theme. And of course, I was a little frustrated. I was like, Duart, why? And we had a good discussion on this. And he shared with me that we need, of course, to challenge ourselves, and we really need to identify the needs from our students. Because at that time, I think we started to work with a new group of students, and in those years, I think students we identify new interests, from our students. So again, I said, Duart, let's do it, but we need a lot of support. And so we chose a new theme, the Moon Lady, 嫦娥奔月. And of course, we went back to that crazy mode. I want to call that like a crazy time, meaning that we develop our curriculum after we taught whole day from 8 a.m. to maybe 1 p.m. After that, the team would sit down and reflect what went well, what we needed to adjust. And then we went home, start to develop curriculum for the next day. And I remember those days when I finished my curriculum, my PowerPoint, my practice sheet, everything. I send it out. Usually it would be around maybe midnight, even 1 a.m. And when I woke up in the morning, 6 a.m., I found Duart's feedback arrived my mailbox. So it was like a really challenging time for me, for Duart, for the team. But we worked together and we made it. So what I want to say is when I thought about the process I went through with Duart, here are some key ideas. Number one, active learning, listening, active listening. Duart really listened and powerful questioning. I remembered the moment he asked me, why not? Why not change to a new theme if that theme is what our students wanted? And he didn't simply leave me there. He was with me and the team every step of the way in terms of planning, in terms of goal setting, in terms of curriculum developing. So I think when I think about it, what does coaching mean? Coaching is for us to go from good to great. And it's actually acknowledging and celebrating what is good and striving to make it even better. So, from my point of perspective, I think as mentees, we need to be mind ready to be coached. So, in other words, open your mind, open your heart. That's what we have been telling our students. We need that as well. Coaching is not a one way communication, simply telling you what is right, what is wrong, do this, do that. No, I think coaching is a process that improves teaching and learning at the same time. So, my advice to my friends, everyone is find someone who inspires you, who encourages you, who supports you. And more importantly, be that person to someone else. Because we need to build a community. Um, in my view, community has multiple layers. My school, my department is, of course, my dear, dear community. And I just shared with you, I had to share classrooms with, a lot of colleagues. I remember I have shared classroom with a math teacher, English ELD teacher, and a drama teacher, and of course, Japanese teacher, French teacher. And I just cannot tell you how much I enjoyed that experience. I learned so much from them. And I remember the year when I shared classroom with my French teacher colleague Iman. We had so many interesting talk. How, well, we don't teach the same language, but I think we share the same passion to help our students to acquire the language and culture. And she shared a wonderful, wonderful project which I adopted in my Chinese class. My Japanese teacher friend, Stephanie, every summer we found time to collaborate and develop curriculum cross language. And of course, my Chinese teacher colleagues, Jia Lao Shi, a lot of them from my school district, we collaborate every year, just among Chinese teachers. Let's see what works well, what need to adjust, need to modify. So definitely the best PD is just down the hallway. If you have a question, ask your, colleagues. If you have a success story, share with your colleagues. And also, I want to say, um, your community should be bigger. You should make your community bigger and bigger. Make it keep growing. So I think power of networking and the role of organizations is just so fundamental. NFLC, provides us this networking and learning opportunity online. It's wonderful. And I think I am fortunate to call a lot of organizations my professional homes. ACTFL, CLASS, Chinese Language Association of Secondary and Elementary Schools, and California Language Teachers Association, and Stanford World Language Project. I can name a lot, but just say these organizations, I just feel so grateful for the opportunities that these organizations have offered to me, because these opportunities help me to grow personally and professionally. Keep in mind, you don't wait for those organizations, professional homes come to you. You reach out to those, communities. Get yourself involved. And I know after teaching whole day, we're all tired. But just spare a little time to get involved with those organizations. Trust me, you're going to learn a lot from those experiences. And my very last C is celebration. Just like all of you, once a while, I just feel so tired. I feel burnt out. And at this time, I'm going to think about a advice I received from my dear friend Liz Merchant. She shared with me that she has a personal treasure box, and in the box, she saved, those little cards from your students or the little notes from your colleagues, your administrators. So I start to do the same. And I think sometimes we just throw them away. Don't. Those are your treasures. So whenever you feel frustrated or tired, open the box and flip through those notes and the cards. And for me, usually my students, when they write me a card, they sign in their Chinese name. So after 10, 12, 20 years, sometimes, to be honest with you, I don't really remember who this student is when I look at the Chinese name. But the words, the message on the card, on the note, really, really warmed my heart. And I think just, going through those cards can help me to be recharged. Because I know I have made some differences in this world and help to shape some little minds. And please, my teacher friend, celebrate yourselves. You have been doing a great, great job. So make sure to be kind to yourselves and find the time to restart. So celebration is a very important C to keep in mind. And here are the 5 C's that I just shared with you, which are just so important in my personal journey. But I want everyone, please just think about what a committed teacher is able to accomplish within his or her classroom and in the profession. Do we have the courage to face challenges with optimism and knowing that we can overcome them? How do we receive the coaching and be inspired to reach beyond our dreams? How do we receive, who are your communities that can provide you with true professional homes? Lastly, how to make sure you find ways to celebrate yourselves and recharge yourselves. I know this year is very special, but I just want to share my message with you all. If we fill today's classroom with love, integrity, global vision, and hope, our students will fill tomorrow's world with love, integrity, global vision, and hope. We should do it together. We can do it together. And we will do it together. But keep 6 feet apart. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Have a good one and enjoying the rest of the conference.